welcome to Session. My name is Sherif. Khairy. The house better shut the fuck up with all its creaking.
You need to just accept the fact that the house is going to creak.
And with me is my fiance, the beansprout herself, Julie. Julie, how are we doing, baby girl?
Ew,
what the hell? Listen, couple things to highlight, okay? One, the house is creaky as fuck. We are recording this episode downstairs, not in our usual bed spot. So, you're going to hear cars, you're going to hear the house creak.
We have a 120-year-old house.
Exactly.
So it's a little creaky.
And listen, my cats just ate breakfast, so they may have the zoomies. And if you hear them play with their toys, don't tell me to I was about to say kick them out. Don't tell me to tell them to shut up, because this is their house and they get to play as much as they'd like to.
I don't think any of your listeners would have a problem with one of them meowing in the background.
There are some crazy ones. Anyways, people, you should know this by now. This ain't no professional studio. We are recording this in our home.
I just want to say I'm here and I will have fun recording. If I see a little less upbeat than normal, my childhood cat unexpectedly passed away yesterday.
I didn't think you were going to talk about that.
It's okay. But if I seem a little sad, that's why. So I apologize.
Oh, Julie, don't get shaky. I didn't know you were going to talk about that.
I just wanted to bring it up in case I seem like less... It's not that I'm happy to be here. I'm just sad.
Oh, baby. So yes, rest in peace to the homie Charlie. He passed away on October 3rd, 2025. We miss you, kitty. Say hi to Moose for us, okay? I didn't think you were going to talk about that. You all right? Want me to pause it all? You sure? We can pause. Believe it or not, we do edit on here.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Well, the topic, everyone, is Halloween. Great time of year for it. So, and surprisingly, I've never done a Halloween topic, so this is the perfect time to do it. First and foremost, Halloween as a holiday, it's my favorite holiday. It goes Halloween, Christmas, and then maybe Eid for the Muslims out there.
Excuse me.
What?
Are you forgetting Pinto Thanksgiving?
True, Pinto Thanksgiving goes kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. What?
Do they know my last name?
They do now. Okay. Say hello, everyone.
Okay. Just don't be weird.
Yeah, just don't be a fucking bunch of weirdos out there. Yeah, but a Pinto Thanksgiving,
we go hard.
It's prime. I used to not give a fuck about Thanksgiving until dating Julie. So yeah, you know what? Let's reorder. Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and then Eid. But listen, I love Halloween. I love the vibes, the cartoon specials that would show up, shout out.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Halloween Town, the Billy and Mandy episodes around that time were so fucking peak.
For me, it was the Pretty Little Liars always had special Halloween episodes where the corny ass intro that they have, everything would be black and gory.
I love the vibes of Halloween. Color scheme, orange and black, great color scheme, you know what I'm saying?
Orange and purple.
I thought it was it's orange and black. I feel like
it's orange and purple.
Orange and black.
Orange and purple.
You know what we haven't done? One of the best things about Halloween, fucking around in the spirit Halloween. Not even to buy anything, just to fuck around and put on the masks, see what cool shit they got, what's a popular costume for that given year, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I love Halloween. And honestly, the main reason I love it so much is because, growing up in a Muslim household, you can't talk to the white kids about Eid and Ramadan. If I go into school the next day and be like, yo, you're fasting for Ramadan, they'll be like... what are you talking about, Habibi?
They'd be like, you don't eat for your holidays? That sucks.
Yeah, they'd be like, what the hell is a Ramadan? But Halloween, it gave us that connection. I can relate to the white kids. We would talk about our favorite characters. So, Julie, I thought the best way to start out is kind of talk about our favorite costumes, even though we've already started out by talking about how much we love Halloween, or at least how much I love Halloween.
I love Halloween, too. I think... Okay, when I was a kid, Halloween was fun. Then I went to high school and I went through that phase of like, you're too cool for Halloween. I feel like every kid went through that where all of a sudden it's like, you don't trick or treat anymore. You just go up to people's houses in a sweatshirt and you're like, trick or treat and ask for free candy. And then in college, I feel like there's two groups of people. There's people that love Halloween in college and there's people that hate it. I fell into the group of people that hated it just because.
What?
But hear me out. My friend group in college at the place where I went to undergrad, you would go out 4 days in a week, which like is fine. I can rally for a holiday, but they wanted to do a different group costume every single night.
That's where it gets me.
And so that's where it was stressful because I was like, I don't have any money. I'm in college. I can't buy all these costumes. Then, as an adult, when I finally had adult money, it was fun again because I was like, I can now get really into making like one really good costume. And I think we've done pretty well.
Hey, you're skipping through. That's towards the end.
I'm sorry. I'm not talking about costumes.
But I do agree with you. You told me about that, and that's crazy, especially as a college student because, money. We all pour out here.
Yeah. Like, I was like, if it was just the one costume that we were wearing 4 times, maybe it would be different. But it got, like, financially stressful to try to have 4 different costumes every year.
Yeah. So I think, like, going back a little bit, probably when my favorite costumes as a kid, you gotta give a shout out to the legends. Batman, of course. I feel like that's a staple in every little boy's Halloween costume roster. Shout out Batman. Shrek was prime.
You dressed up. I don't think I knew you dressed up as Shrek.
I dressed up after Shrek 2. Oh my, I was in there. I was a fanboy. Shrek.
Was Hanny Donkey? That would have been funny.
I think Hanny actually might have been too young still, but Shrek, Woody, of course, Woody and Buzz, you know what I'm saying?
I remember your Woody costume.
It was peak. And to be honest with you, was it a ghetto Woody? Yes. It was basically just a cowboy costume, but I called myself Woody. But bless up. Robin, I dressed as Batman and Robin, you know what I'm saying? Some people called me Fat Man. Now, was that fucked up as a 5th grader? Probably. But, Batman, Robin, staples. What are some of your costumes as a child, Julie?
I had a lot of good costumes as a kid, mainly because when I was, like, really little, I think 1 and 2, my parents just got, like, costumes. You know how you could go to the store and buy the costume, like, in the bag?
Yeah.
They did that. And then after that, my dad started hand making
Your
all my
dad
costumes.
snapped. He snapped.
I know you don't like to edit in pictures, but I'm so tempted to have you edit
Hell
in the one
no.
picture of me in my chicken costume.
No.
The chicken costume is legendary. My dad got a white leotard and then got those white boas, like those feathery
Sorry,
scarves.
I just squeaked. Sorry, go
and
ahead.
sewed the boa onto the costume. So I had a super feathery leotard. Got me yellow tights, yellow, like those dishwashing gloves.
Yeah.
Stuck them to my feet. And then got me like a orange visor, a plastic visor to be my little beak. And it looked so good. And every year it would just like, I'd pick another animal. I was like, Dad, I want to be a chicken. Dad, I want to be a sheep.
So you went like animal routes. You didn't pick like a cartoon character?
No, because when I was a kid, you have to keep in mind, like my parents didn't let me watch SpongeBob or anything.
That's true.
Like I watched I was only able to watch PBS, and I just was obsessed with animals. So I would literally dress up as a different animal every year. I dressed up as a lion.
That was my favorite part, was like picking out a new cartoon character I was addicted to. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else I went crazy with. There is a story, but I want to save it for after this section. Listen, Julie mentioned like in high school you kind of grow out of Halloween. For me, I experienced it in the 8th grade. Okay, so let me tell you how this happened for me. You know what I'm saying? So 8th grade was the last time I dressed up as a Halloween character or as a character for Halloween. And this time, my brother Omer wanted to be Mario, Henny was Luigi, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to be Sonic. And I made, listen, his name is Ghetto Sonic, or maybe you guys call him a Sanic, some shit like that. It was horrible. I tried to make a homemade Sonic costume because I couldn't find one at Spirit Halloween for the life of me. And it was horrible. So basically, I drew Sonic on a piece of cardboard that you would use to present like science projects back in the day. I cut him up. I used like those strings. The house keeps creaking and it's gonna fall on my head. You know the things you used to sew, like those little, like super pathetic little strings you would sew, like, I don't know, toys with or something. I used that to hold up against my giant head and ears. And for the body, I grabbed a blue shirt, plain blue shirt, used computer paper and cut out like the, I guess the white fur section, and then white gloves, blue jeans, and red shoes. The reason why it was called Ghetto Sonic was because when I'd go out to trick or treat, 90% of the people had no idea who I was. They were like, what is this, like, mutated blue alien this kid's trying? And this is the only time I wish I had a picture. You know what? After that, I gave up because I was like, I'm too cool for Halloween. I'm taking a step back and I'm not doing it again. And that was the end of my Halloween run as a child. But then, after my mother brought my sister into this world, it rekindled a little bit. You know, my sister, you take her trick-or-treating and stuff. So, like, I didn't dress up, but I take her trick-or-treating, and that was part of the fun. Do you have any crazy trick-or-treating stories? Because I have one that stands out vividly.
I don't think I have crazy trick-or-treating stories. There was a family, this isn't like a crazy story, but there was a family on a street, like, next to ours that would do, like, picture, like, a house with a garage, and then there's a porch that kind of like connects to the garage. They would kind of like block off the entire porch with tarp, and they made a mini what do you call it, haunted house out of their porch. And so you'd walk in I think it was you'd walk through the side, walk over towards the front of the door to get your candy, but you had to walk through the haunted house first, and the family would get really into it. And they do that thing where like some of the kids would hide behind the tarp, and then they'd like stick their head through and be like, ah!
Yo, shout out to the families that would go crazy for Halloween decorations. That was so cool.
Yeah, we never did anything that crazy, but my dad was a big like pumpkin carver. We would carve pumpkins.
I would try to. Like, I try to get my parents into it. I remember like cutting up a sign like of a paper pumpkin and taping it to our door saying, get candy here, and that's how we'd get trick-or-treaters. What's up?
Off topic, did you guys have booing? Did you ever get booed?
What the hell is a booing?
Do you not? That
sounds like you're getting flashed. No. What the hell is booing?
No, people in the suburbs are going to know what I'm talking about. So around Halloween, the entire month of Halloween, people in the neighborhood would boo you.
What the hell is that?
Okay, so one family would start it every year, and it was really fun. You would basically print off this piece of paper, and it would be like, you got booed, stick this to your front door so people know you got booed. And what you would do is you'd get a basket of candy, the little pieces of paper, and then you'd leave it on the front porch and basically not basically. My cat died last night.
Oh, you're right. Damn, you think I say it like that?
You'd leave it on the porch, and you'd essentially like ding dong ditch them, but it was okay. And so then they'd open it, and they'd be like, "Oh my god, we got booed!" And so then your kids would like color in the poster. Mm-hmm. You'd tape it to the door, and then you would have to boo someone else. And the idea is it would kind of go around the neighborhood until Halloween night. That was really fun as a kid.
Be honest. When like people would leave a big bowl of candy, would you fiend? Would you grab the
leave it outside?
No, they'd like leave a big bowl of candy
unaccompanied.
For you. Damn, that motorcycle kind of crazy. Would you like take a bunch of the candy?
No. Because I was a good kid.
Damn. See, your boy was a fiend. Even the crappy candy I'd grab.
Yeah, we know you were a fiend.
But, what the hell? But a crazy trick-or-treat story. Oh my god, bitch, I almost burped. Where some guys dressed as, like, something creepy, like a Frankenstein or Ghostface, something like that. And they just, like, sit there on the chair.
Oh, yeah.
As a kid, it's like, it's probably just, like, a little placeholder, to decorate the house, give it a spooky vibe. Your boy went up one time to this ghost face, and I've never watched the Scream movies as a kid, so I had no idea who the hell this was. Went up to grab a candy from the bowl. The dude got up, moved, and I bugged the fuck out as a kid. I like.
Did you think it was just like a decoration?
It just looked so tiny, so clearly it was like a tiny kid in there. So I figured it was probably just small enough to be a decoration.
You got scared by a kid?
Oh yeah, I got fucking jacked. I screamed and ran to my mom, and I remember the kids laughing at me. And since then, like moving forward, every time I'd see something like that, I'd approach with caution. Sometimes I take a candy, like a shitty candy, and throw it at the person.
What?
And see if he'd react. And if there was no movement, I was good. But you know, that was low-key traumatizing for the kid, but it was still so much fun. And nowadays, were you big into like horror movies during that time?
No, I didn't like horror movies. And honestly, my parents wouldn't let me watch them a lot of times.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not really into that. I remember there was like this one show, and I can't think of it. It was like some like 3D animated cartoon show, and it was so stupid. It had like a Dracula and a bunch of kids, and they would dance.
What?
It sounds so... If you guys know what I'm talking about, please comment down below, because I can picture it. But it was like some 3D animated cartoon shit. They would dance. It was like a family. God bless, I don't know the name.
Like the Addams Family?
Kind of, but not the Addams Family. It's something else. I don't know. God bless it. It was a great show, though. Halloween Town, of course. But yeah, I wasn't a big horror movie guy. I'd stay away from those. Until like later when we got older. Which brings us into a perfect scenario because of what we do for Halloween now. Julie introduced me to the silent disco.
I think silent discos are great for the girlies and guys that get overstimulated. Because if the music's too loud, you just take your headphones off.
And you don't hear shit.
And you just say like, oh, okay, like I can
It's like, it's kind of a fun way to do it as an adult because you get to still dress up and go hang out with friends and do it. Because I remember we dress up as One Piece characters. So you looked fire as Zoro.
I did look pretty cool.
And then one time we dressed as Avatar people. I was Aang and she was the, what was it?
Yeah, but that wasn't silent disco. I dressed up as the Blue Spirit. That we had just went out on Elmwood. You're thinking of when you dressed up as Shisui, and I dressed up as, why am I blanking on his name? The villain from
Jujutsu Kaisen.
I can't think of his name right now.
And then weren't we Kakashi and Guy for one of them?
We were Kakashi and Guy, but I don't think we did silent disco that year. We just did like a bar crawl.
But yeah, it gave us a chance to like, that's another thing, bar crawl. That's another fun thing to do as an adult. But I love the silent discos because I'm an old man. So
I like to dance.
Yeah.
And I like when you can go to something and you can have so much fun that you don't feel like you need to drink. Like you can have a drink if you want to. But with a bar crawl, it's kind of like, I don't know. If you don't drink, you're kind of missing an element.
The best part about silent discos is there's a time where it ends. So at midnight it ends and the boy goes home and sleeps. It's great. I don't have to stay out too long. I get my fill and I sleep. Dress up as my favorite character. I don't know who we're going to be this year, though.
What? Yes, I thought we decided.
Oh, the Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, guys. I've always loved the Phantom of the Opera musical, and I finally got Sherif into it this year. So we were thinking that he'll dress up as Phantom with the mask and everything, and then I'll dress up as Christine. I thought that'd be cool.
True. Okay, now we kind of have to talk about the most important part of Halloween, the candy. First things first, the worst candy. If you give me fucking, what is it, licorice Twizzlers? Do you like Twizzlers?
No.
I hate Twizzlers.
I do like Jolly Ranchers though.
But
again, they're a different vibe from like chocolate.
Here's the thing about Jolly Ranchers. I fuck with them. They just destroy my teeth. They get all sticky and gross. I hate it.
They kind of, if you have a bunch in a row, they like scrape up the roof of your mouth.
Yeah.
Too.
Raisins. Like that little box of raisins.
Oh my god!
Who the hell
when people
would
give you
that?
raisins or people would give you pencils,
apples. I was like, yo, who are you trying to impress on your health?
I feel like every
shit?
neighborhood had like a dentist that would hand out apples and pencils because candy's bad for your teeth.
Bro, those little gummies dots, go to hell with those.
Yeah,
don't mess me with some fucking dots. Almond Joys. Oh god,
but then also every neighborhood had the elite house that would hand out like the king size candy bars.
Oh, that's the rich bitch house.
I really wish we actually got trick or treaters because like we don't have kids,
I
and
know.
I can be that house that's going to be like, yeah, I'm going to hand out king size candy bars.
But we don't get any trick or treaters
We
around
don't get
here. It's
any
so sad.
trick-or-treaters.
Did you ever like egg a house or some shit like that?
No, I was a good kid.
I wanted to, but I couldn't. I was like, imagine a brown boy egging a white person's house. That would be
They'd
crazy.
racially profile you
That'd be
so
just
fast.
Like fat brown boy on the loose, got a bunch of carton of eggs with him. But best candies, come on now. My top 5, in no particular order: Butterfingers, peanut M&Ms, Reese's, the Heath chocolate bars. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Heath chocolate bars go kind of hard, and not a lot of people eat them. And I will gladly have them. Mike and Ike's, the sour troll crawlers, the little worm thingy majigs, and my favorite Whoppers. I love to grab a Whopper and just suck on it. And my paws. And my friends thought I was so weird for fucking with Whoppers, but they were so good. Oh my god. And not the shitty Burger King Whoppers. I'm talking about that chocolate shit. What are some of your favorite candies, Julie?
I love a Kit Kat bar. This is kind of a bold claim, but I really love a Three Musketeers bar. And Sherif doesn't get it. I love a classic, just like, am I able to talk or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, go.
I love a classic Hershey's bar, especially if it's like the big size Hershey bar because you get to break off the little pieces. I love Hershey Kisses.
The almond Hershey's, you fuck with those too?
I do now, but I think I'm gravitating back towards the regular Hershey's bar.
Damn.
I feel like there's like...
What about sour candy?
I was never like I wanted chocolate. And then this is off topic because it's not really a Halloween candy, but those Cadbury eggs that have the cream filling, oh my god,
People
they're so good.
I think those are kind of overrated, to be honest with you. Honestly, low key.
Ooh, Snickers.
Well, yeah, Snickers.
Snickers.
Twix.
Milky Ways were good too. But I think I'd pick a Snickers over a Milky Way.
If someone give you a Milky Way, that's for you. Low key, the Tootsie Roll lollipops, fire.
Really?
Fire. I'd suck on those for hours.
I'd rather have a Dum Dum.
A what?
A Dum Dum. It's like the little lollipop.
Who you calling dumb?
You're my Dum Dum now.
Dumb ass lollipop.
No, Dum Dums are these little lollipops. Whenever I'd go to get my hair cut, the hairdresser would give me a Dum Dum lollipop at the end.
And would you trade candy with your friends? I didn't. I said, fuck that.
I don't think I did. I do know my brother and I, because it was like a sibling thing, like we wouldn't trade because we were very protective over each other's stashes.
Right.
But there would always be an issue where Jack would almost always like get sick and throw up within a couple days after Halloween because he'd wake up and sneak downstairs early in the morning to eat a bunch of Halloween candy and then he'd throw up later.
Do you remember that one time we were with your parents? I feel like it was around the COVID times. Your dad gave me like a pile of Butterfingers. And your boy just like inhaled
I think it was because my parents, like, we weren't sure how COVID would be with trick-or-treaters. So my parents did the thing where they waited too long to buy candy, and then they went to the store and they only had the crappy bags of mixed candy that had like the Butterfingers and all the candy that people don't want. And Sherif's the only person in the entire house that liked Butterfingers. So we were like, here you go.
Listen, Butterfingers are so underrated. They are a legend to the sport. My bad for keep breathing into the microphone. But they are great candy. I love Butterfingers. Also, stores price gouge the fuck out of candy. So you gotta play it smart, Get your candy 2 months beforehand. And then afterwards, it's awesome because then all the candy after Halloween, discounted prices. So you gotta cop a bunch of those too. Be smart with it.
I actually want to try decorating a little bit for Halloween this year because we didn't decorate at all the last 2 years, and I wonder if that's part of the reason why we didn't get trick-or-treaters.
Our neighborhood's just dead for raw.
But I think if we had Halloween lights, people would be like, oh,
maybe
they're probably handing out candy.
Maybe.
I just want to see little tiners in Halloween costumes.
Yeah. I already said it before, but truly, shout out to the people that go hard with the decorations for Halloween. Some guy has like a giant Frankenstein statue, which is awesome to see every time I drive around. So, good shit on keeping that spirit alive. You know what I'm saying?
We should put the kitties in Halloween costumes.
Hell no, leave the cats alone.
Before we decided on Phantom and Christine for our Halloween costumes, Sherif and I were debating being Team Rocket and then having the kitties like dressed up as two little meows, which would be cute.
Oh yeah, true. That would be kind of cool.
Maybe next year.
That's pretty much it. I got nothing else to really talk about. Anything on your end, Julie?
No.
I didn't think so. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank you all for listening to Session. I love you. Goodbye. Eat some good candy this year for the kids. You know what I'm saying?